What is going on, guys? Johnny on the track back with another video. And today we are going to be going into season win total bets, one of my favorite times of the year. We did pretty good on season win totals bets last year. I think we hit 3 out of 4. I know we missed Keselowski, so that was frustrating, but we hit Daniel Suarez under. Trying to think who else we had hit. Kyle Busch over 1.5. Yeah, so there was a couple. I think we hit 3 out of 4. So anyway, it's an exciting time to be doing this. We are about 3 weeks ish from the Clash, and just over a month from the Daytona 500. So I think it's that time. I'm not really sure when a lot of these bets came out, but I checked like 2 weeks ago and they weren't there. So on my book, at least Rhode Island Sportsbook, a lot of this stuff is fairly new. And this is a good time to get the best value on these bets, these season win totals bets. And they're fun to make because you can make them now and you kind of don't really have to worry about them. And even, let's say you have a bad week betting. Sometimes, right, it'll favor your season win total bets. That happened to me last year. So, yeah, it's fun. And I mean, the money immediately goes away. So whenever it comes back, if you do end up winning, it's a nice like bonus, like, oh, shoot, I got some money in my account. I hit some season win totals. So a lot of fun there. But I did a little too much talk at the beginning here, so let's just get right into it. All right, first season win total bet that I will be placing is Chase Briscoe. Let's go to Chase Briscoe first, over a half win. Stewart-Haas Racing last year, no wins as a team. I think that's going to change. I think Stewart-Haas, they get wins. I mean, it was pretty, like, they haven't been good in the next gen era, and you can even go back to the kind of final year with the Gen 6 car. They, like, even when they struggle, they still find ways to get wins. Almirola got a win. Kevin Harvick got his wins. Briscoe and Phoenix 2 years ago got a win. So it's not like, Stewart-Haas as a team can't win. They just haven't been as good, as they have been 5 to 7 years ago when they were a top tier organization, when Kevin Harvick during the COVID years, the COVID year was winning all those races. So Stewart-Haas, I do think is going to make some big strides this year. And if you look at, right, if you think Stewart-Haas Racing can get some wins, like, then you look at the roster or the team, right, and the drivers, and you say, okay, well, who's the best guy on that team? I personally think right now it's Chase Briscoe. He had a good chance last year to win the Bristol Dirt Race. Now, I know that's not going to happen this year. But again, I bring that up because it's not like Chase Briscoe didn't have a chance last year to win. He almost very well, won that Bristol dirt race. Instead, Christopher Bell got the win. But Chase Briscoe is a guy that I still have a lot of faith in. I believe he is the kind of franchise cornerstone of that organization. If they stick around, I don't know. I've heard, they might downsize, all these different things. So all that stuff is just rumors. But Chase Briscoe is kind of the guy that they're building that organization around. And I like their young talent, partnering him with Josh Berry, Noah Gragson, Ryan Preece, who we saw last year as well. But I think Chase Briscoe is the guy right now at Stewart-Haas Racing. And I do expect him to get a win this season. So over a half win for Chase Briscoe is plus 170. And, hold on. Sorry. I wanted to get back up the numbers here. Yeah. So Martinsville, right? Both the spring race and the race before the championship, top 5. Bristol Dirt, again, 5th place, but had a chance to win that thing. He kind of spun out late. Indy road course. He's always good at road courses. And I actually think I know now they're going to be running the Brickyard, the Oval. I think he's a factor to win there as well. He's an Indy guy. I think that's going to, that race going to mean a lot to him. I wouldn't be surprised if he has a really good fast car there as well. So Chase Briscoe over half win plus 170. I also would say with these bets, I'm going to give you 4. I think you can parlay them. The way I parlay them right now, it comes to plus 1179. So if you want to do that, I would definitely do that as well. All right, second one. I think this is an easy one. I think the book knows it's going to happen, but I think it is one that you want to put your money on and also could definitely put in a parlay. And that's Brad Keselowski over a half win minus 165. Daytona, he finished second. Atlanta, he finished second. Talladega, he finished fifth. Darlington, fourth, had a great car at New Hampshire, great car at Michigan. Richmond, his teammate won, and actually his teammate won Michigan. So RFK last year had 3 wins, all by way of Chris Buescher. But Brad Keselowski he had a really, really good season. He just couldn't find his way into victory lane. It's now going on. It's been basically 3 years. His last win was Talladega in April of 2021. So it's been a while since we've seen Brad Keselowski in victory lane. And that's going to change. I just know it's going to change. He's too talented. He's a champion. I had this bet last year. I thought it was going to hit. It didn't. We move on. I know it's going to happen. I know it's going to happen. And I think once he gets one, I wouldn't be surprised if he rallies off a couple more. So I could see him like winning 3 races this year. I really could. Right off the bat, we get Daytona and Atlanta. So he's going to have 2 good shots to win right off the bat. And then, like I said, if he gets hot early, forget about it. I think that team is good enough to win multiple races. And, we saw it with Chris Buescher. He had a great breakout season. And yeah, I would take that bet. It's minus 165. The number isn't great, but it's free money, I believe. And you can parlay that with, whatever season win total you want to do, or a couple other of these. So I think it is the bet to be made right now. I think it's the surefire Brad Keselowski over a half wins. All right. Number 3, Ty Gibbs over a half win. I'm high on Ty Gibbs. If you've watched a couple of my past videos I've made in 24, or I guess about the 24 season, I'm very, very high on Ty Gibbs. I think he's going to have a breakout season. I think he is the young, ascending superstar that you are going to see break out this year, and just go, like up to the top. He is going to be a face in NASCAR for a long, long time. The organization has his back. His teammates like him. I think he's actually, from what I've seen, even matured as we've seen him take this leap to the Cup Series. And I know he was a rookie last year, but he's actually ran almost 2 seasons in the NASCAR Cup Series. He filled in for Kurt Busch in 2022, and ran quite a bit of races. He pretty much ran the second half of the season in 2022. So although he was a rookie first full-time season last year, he has quite a bit of experience now in the Cup Series. He had a really good, solid season, almost pointed his way into the playoffs, finished 18th in the season standings. Early on, rattled off 4 top 10s in a row, had a top 5 at Pocono, a top 5 at Watkins Glen, top 5 at Bristol, top 5 at the Roval. He's a do-it-all racer. I think he's going to be really good at the intermediates this year, and we know he's good at road courses as well. So Ty Gibbs I think that is a lock. It's minus 130. If you don't like the number on the minus 165 with Keselowski, there's a good pair to parlay. Keselowski and Gibbs over a half. All these are over bets. There's no reason I feel like I don't see anything on the board that tells you to bet an under right now. Now that could change, and I could come on and make another video. Hey, I've got another bet, but the board to me tells overs right now, and that's where we're at. So Ty Gibbs minus 130 over a half win. Final bet number 4. Another one where I feel like this is kind of a lock. It's -150, Alex Bowman over a half win. I mean, Alex Bowman, say what you want about him, but the guy wins races. I think last year was an anomaly for Alex Bowman. The injury, I think, just like totally derailed his season because he starts off 5th, 8th, 3rd, 9th, 14th, 3rd, 8th, and then 29th at Bristol Dirt, 11th, 13th. So he starts off just rattling off top 15s and top 15s and top 10s everywhere. And then he gets injured, and then he misses about a month. And after that, like literally right when he comes back, right? 12th, 26th, 15th, 17th, 37th, 26th, 14th, 24th, 18th, 33rd, and then finally gets a top 5 at Indy Road. But like he comes back after a horrific back injury, which Eric Almirola talked about when he had a back injury. He's like, it is so hard to come back from that. So he comes back clearly not right. Clearly his confidence is shot, and he goes a few months with just no results. And then at the end of the season, he started to catch fire again. 5th, he had a 6th, a 10th, 13th, 12th, 8th, a couple top 20s to end the season. So he got hot late at the season, but I feel like people forget, like, he was leading the points early on last year. And then the injury happens, and sure enough, that was kind of it for Alex Bowman in his season. I think it's an anomaly. We've seen him win multiple races, and even like go back to the end of 2022, right? He had the concussion, which kept him out a little over a month. And he we start the next season and he's fine again. So I think now that he's had like true time to recover from everything that happened from the back injury, I think he's going to be a totally different driver. He's in Hendrick Motorsports equipment, ladies and gentlemen. Like, he has the car to win a race. I mean, he just does. And, you know, you go back to 2021, he won 4 races, and all but his first season full time at Hendrick, he hasn't won a race. Well, again, like last year, he didn't win one, but I'm putting that on the injury. So prior to that, he's won a race every year he's been at Hendrick. So I feel like that's the easy bet. -150, over a half win for Alex Bowman. You parlay that, right? So Alex Bowman over a half, Ty Gibbs over a half, Brad Keselowski over a half, and Chase Briscoe over a half. That gets you plus 1179. $100 bet would win you almost $1,200. So those are my 4 bets for season win totals to start. Like I said, if the board changes at all, if I feel like something should be added, I will let you guys know, and I'll make a video about it. But for now, I feel comfortable with what we're throwing out there, and I'm excited to see these win totals hit. We had a good year last year with win totals, so let's back it up again. Appreciate you guys watching. Definitely give this video a like. It goes a long way for the channel. If you're a first-time watcher of the channel, definitely subscribe for more content. And of course, I want to know what you guys think. What are you looking at? Are my win totals stupid? Are these bets dumb? Do you see something on the board that probably I should take or talk about? Definitely put that in the comments section below. We appreciate it. We're getting closer to the Daytona 500. We're getting closer to the Busch Clash. So I'm excited to get back into it. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.